water and everything?
Hope so. I have baby water. This is always so scary.
How long does it take?
Like 30 seconds.
Who's in here off the noti?
Hello, is anyone here off the notification? Hey, it's Ide. Hello, hello. Hi, Axo. I was wondering if y'all would find this because it's horizontal. We will see. I'll do like 30 minutes on here if everyone doesn't show up, if it seems like this is too new, too different. Hi, Allie. Hello. I'm trying horizontal today. What do y'all think? Thoughts? I'm gonna ask like 100 times today, so get used to it. But I think the video like works differently on the VOD if I do it horizontal, so I'm testing it out. Hey, Stags, hello. We're on a different perspective for VOD reasons. We're trying this out. If we hate it too much, I'll change in like 30 minutes. We'll do like 30-ish here, and then if y'all hate it, we'll go to vertical. Hi, Meg. Hello, hello. Does that sound okay, everyone? It's also a little harder to read chat. Aw, no worries, Axel. Thanks for being here while you could. Can everyone hear and everything okay? Is the sound fine? I just heard my voice through Bunny's phone and it sounded awful. I'm sorry, I'll have to listen to me talk. Okay, I need to get a thing, I just realized. I don't have a little, hi, I'm Key. But yeah, the VODs work a little differently if they're horizontal, I am under the impression of. So I wanted to try doing a bit of a horizontal stream to see if that's true. I hope that's okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't write my light goal on it. Okay, one more time. Hi, Zebu. Hello, hello. One more time, one more time. Also, what I make today is going to be practice for tonight's TikTok video and tomorrow's regular video. I got invited to like a new program, hi Amy, on TikTok specifically for learning content, like anything that teaches. There's only like 1,000 people in the program and I was picked to be one of them. So I'm very why is my government? Oh, hello, call me Snake. I don't know. They changed it to where it's like your at. So you're gonna have to go in your settings and change your at. I think they want it to be more like Twitch. So it's like by your at now. But yeah, I got invited to this like super fancy TikTok thing for people who like teach stuff. So like a team has to review your videos and decide if like the content you make is like good for a wide range of people and, you know, typically family friendly, like good information type stuff. So I'm in there with, it's crazy because I think like from what I've seen, I'm like the only artist in there. It's like all like scientists and historians and like finance people. It's actually crazy. I went live on Friday, Emma. I was here. I promise. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully that's a good job, me. Wow, yikes. Yeah, I'm really hoping that I can do a good job there in that program. Because it'll change the way that TikTok treats me in general, which is cool. In a good way, obviously. I know, I am. I'm representing such a niche community, I feel like, but I'm excited. Okay, so what we are going to do is hand build a little tiny flower pot. My goal for the videos that I'm doing for the next couple of days is going to be like essentially ceramics 101, hand building 101, to teach the very basics of ceramics specifically hand building, in like an easier, fun way. So where I teach like a more interesting skill, but like simply, hello Wildren, hello, hello, or Wildren, I'm not sure. I think I said it the right way the first time I read your name, and now I don't know which one it is. But yeah. Yeah. Important like for internet purposes, but not important for, you know, the grand scheme of things for sure. I do think I've talked about this before with like bunnies and my parents, that I do think I've actually changed the way that like a good chunk of people view ceramics, which I think is interesting, and like the way people do ceramics. So do you need to join a group for the notices of my drops? Nope, you just need to follow me on literally any social media platform, including this one. Yeah, Stacks, I get so excited when I see you post to the Discord. And I hope you know that we mean it. Like, you are absolutely allowed to post like your music there. I absolutely encourage sharing of art. 100%. Okay, I haven't been talking, but we're pretty much done. I can do this. It's the first one. Okay, somebody has a very similar. I think their name is like at Wildren something. So it's like opposite. Welcome into stream. I am currently making a plant pot. I meant to explain what I was doing along the way, but instead I just finished instantly because I know y'all have seen me make half spheres like a million times over on like with the molds, but I can make them by hand. I don't actually need the molds. And I just did it without thinking about it because I've done this literally hundreds of times. Not kind of hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times. Wow. I have a feeling I should change to vertical. I don't think anybody likes it here. Either that or my signal is dropping, but how will we know? How will we know? I'll just finish this one and then we'll go vertical, and I'll make a bunch of them. Okay, so is it just signal? Or is it good?
I think it's good.
Yeah, Stacks, I think it's because I'm horizontal instead of vertical.
I was trying to change my username.
Like it's fine, but I'm doing it for the VOD anyways, right? So I just need it to be like 10 minutes and then I can switch over to vertical. Y'all are just gonna have to click on the notification again when I go live again. Okay, here's the base of our plant pot. I'm making it for like little baby succulents, if that makes any sense. Now I'm gonna make it feet. Is this enough? Almost. The chat's way bigger. Yeah. It is. It's really hard to read because I only see like 2 chats at a time. Hi, Poison. Versus like on vertical, I can see like 5 people's chats usually. I think to stream like horizontal properly, I need to get a laptop set up in here. Honestly, because it's hard to read chat. It's my biggest issue. I wonder if these feet are too small. I think I need to make them bigger. Making the plant pot have little bitty feet. Hi, Moon. Hello, hello. Did I miss you or did you not say hello? Keep getting random ringing in your ear. Uh-oh. If it continues for very long, you should probably go to the doctor. They can't really do anything about it, but if you have tinnitus, they can tell you. Don't listen to loud music too loud. That's bad. Whoa, okay, at least on mobile, the stream looks like a Twitch stream, which is fun. What kind of plant will be in the pot? I'm thinking like it's like a little succulent planter, you know? You said hello with the biggest entrance? No! It's the horizontal streaming. If I look down for too long, I think I miss chats, unfortunately. I like the way chat looks for y'all though. Unless you're viewing, I guess if you view like full screen, like horizontal on your phone, it's not good. But if you view vertical, it's kind of good. No? What do y'all think? Thoughts on chat? Chat, please give me your thoughts on chat. What are your opinions?
It's like better quality.
Yeah, I feel like the video is better quality. Hello, Leah. Hello, hello. I feel like y'all can see for the first time. You ran into the warden? Nah, the warden is built different. I don't like that guy. That is the one guy. We are not friends. I love Minecraft, but the warden, like, I'm not messing with that. I'm so sorry. You're fine with either? I think if I set up like my tech side, I honestly like I like the way that the horizontal looks so much. You like the layout with the horizontal video viewed vertically. Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Yeah, Bunnies is the goat for real, Stacks. You already know. I genuinely waited until, like, you're not gonna believe me, but I genuinely waited until I had my AirPods, like when I was with my AirPod Maxes, so I could get like peak quality when I was listening to it. Like I was not about to listen to it through my phone speaker. I was like, let me hear all of the sounds. So just know I be judging you, Stacks. Properly. We are making a plant pot today. A little terracotta plant pot is the idea. Yeah, we got ourselves a pot. Which one's better? I feel like I have to say the second one just because you painstakingly went through and made it like family friendly. You essentially made a radio edit. Like for effort alone, you know? I know I haven't made pots in forever. I feel like they're decent. I know like it's not planting season during Christmas, but I feel like they're good Christmas presents. Like houseplants are every season, and if you know somebody who has houseplants, you can get them one of my cute little pots. I'm trying my best to not make them like super perfect because I feel like that's what people like better, but I am still gonna smooth out some of this stuff. The dude who does radio edits has to be paid millions. No. I appreciate that, Stacks. That was really, really sweet. In the future, obviously, if you want to make them clean, feel free. But if not, you can always just like leave a spoiler, you know, or like a little. I am pots every day. I know. I think that's why I stopped making pots. If you just want to leave a tag and like, you know, like explicit warning, I think that's fine. I give you permission. So I don't want you to bite your fingers off in the future. That's something we want to avoid. Okay, before I put the feet on this one, I'm actually gonna make a second one because it's too wet right now to add the feet. If I add the feet now, it's gonna get all mushed. And not in a good way. Horizontal stream, then vertical iPad is goated. Yeah, right, Moon? Like, even looking at it on Bunny's phone right now, he's viewing it, like, vertically, but the stream is horizontal at the top, and I think it looks really good. Oh, that's 6 Stacks. I like that you found, like, a way that it's, like, helping. Can I ask you a streaming question? What do you use to hold your phone? It's just, like, an L-shaped, like a tripod thingy. It attaches to my table. And so I can move my hands like all here, but y'all are right here, you know? Just look up like top down camera holder on Amazon and you should find something. Rose. Okay. Let's do another one before I attach the feet. A little fun hack for you. If you've made the feet for something that you need to dry longer, but you don't want the feet to dry out, you can just boop, and then it'll dry slower. Goes so far over cone 6. It's been melting pieces. Oh no. Oh no. staring at the silly little thing in the right corner. You mean this guy? This is little guy, Lilac. He's my OC, my child, my baby, my everything. I've turned him into just about everything at this point. So, thank you for staring at him. He appreciates it. He's like Santa. The more people stare at him, the more he exists. He needs stares. Not S-T-A-I-R-S, S-T-A-R-E-S. But did everybody have a good weekend? Did anyone do anything fun? I bought Magic the Gathering cards. Weird. Never done that one before. So that's new and fun for me. Your favorite flower is snowdrops. Those are really pretty. He's a chamomile flower. You slept a lot. That is so valid. The like weather change is kicking my butt a little bit. You got surgery and handed out candy. Okay, the candy part, awesome. The surgery part, hopefully awesome. Hopefully you feel okay. It's a good surgery. Everything's healing well. You wish... Blah, blah, blah. Getting whooped on Bed Wars? No. I could never watch 2 streams at the same time. Oh, tight. I watch like 4 streams at the same time sometimes. It's a problem. Dressed up like a pirate and walked around with your friend and her older children. That's so fun. You finished a wooden drawer set for your son. Love that. You buy Magic the Gathering cards to collect because the art is stunning. That, Ali, is why I bought the cards. for art. Because weather and no ADHD meds, is the shortage kicking your butt? Whatever the weirdest flower is. You use your surgery wraps as a mummy costume? That's so fun. One of my favorite colors, black and white. You spent 5 hours drawing. That's crazy. You were making candy. You have to get a new box to hold it all. I had to get a binder to hold all my new cards. Bunny, thank you for the little puppy. That's so cute. You made a ton of peanut butter cookies? Yum, 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 yum. Aww. Sax, I'm so glad. Sage, green, and lavender. Hello, Koala Chick. Hello, hello. Yeah, we have been blessed in the Discord. Sax has been sharing music with us. And the coolest thing is, like, I think it was Moss who said, maybe, they're like, this isn't my typical type of music, but like still listening to it and like interacting with it as like you would with any art on the server was so cool. I love my community. The dog's barking the same time Bunny sent the dog. I think it knew. If I personally spent 5 hours drawing fully focused, I could make so many comic strips. Ugh. Moon, I've been thinking about making comic, like a little guy comic, a mini one, but I like the idea of making a comic, but I have no idea what to write about. You got one more in you? Ooh, I'm so excited, Stacks. But take your time, obviously. You wish you could eat peanut butter cookies. Are you allergic to peanuts, Lilac? Oh, Allie, I don't have my notifications on at all. I think I would really just sit there and only read notifications if I had notifications on. Yeah, exactly, Moon. Like, funny and relatable seems to be the vibe for comics. I don't feel like I'm funny or relatable. You wish you had some cookies? I had the, so we have a bunch of like Korean bakeries around me, which are essentially France invades Korea, teaches them how to cook, how to bake bread and stuff, and then they take their like Korean spin on it way back in the day. And now we have these like Korean French bakeries, and we have a bunch of them in the city. And yesterday I got some peanut bread from one, and oh my gosh, y'all, it was so good. Oh, you're allergic. I'm sorry. All the art is not dropping or just lazy. I mean, I don't know that you're wrong. Little guy goes to the whale shark aquarium. That would be so cute. Are you also allergic, Waldron? make troll characters, right? I've also been like, do I just make troll characters? Like, and like, do I just make it all troll? But I don't know. I feel like all of the things I make don't have any thoughts. So like, how do I make a comic out of them? They barely even can function, you know? Yeah, we do peanut butter cookies, but with almonds for my mom. I tried the new Red Bull today. You should try it, Stacks. It's like Fiji apple or something like that, and what's it called? Ginger. So it kind of tastes like a spiced apple cider. You choked on sunflower seeds and you're scared of them now. Oh. Y'all are lucky because we are lucky. I almost completely forgot I needed to stream today, but last week I set a timer for like 2 minutes before I was supposed to start stream every day. So like it goes off on Tuesday and Friday at 4:58. And it went off and I was like, what do I have an alarm for? And I almost just turned it off and then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to stream. It's Tuesday. 3-day break between energy drinks is probably so healthy. You haven't seen your best friend in over a year. You'll see her next Friday. You're going on a cruise. That's so fun. I have family members going on a cruise on Sunday. That's fun. Different characters: goofy goober, hopeless romantic, confident outgoing little sister. I love that you have that many OCs. I guess it's just like a unit though, you know? Attempt to finish your character sheets. You can do it, Lilac. Okay. I tried to keep this one more bell-shaped. So it's a little different. I don't know if bell is the right word. It's kind of like a mushroom cap, but upside down. I'm gonna try to smooth out some of these bigger cracks. I'll leave some because I think they're good texture, but I don't want a bunch of them. And then we'll see if the other one's ready to have feet or if I should just keep making these. I'm still conflicted on whether I go vertical or not. I feel like for chat, like obviously y'all have less people to talk to, which is a little sad. But how will the people get used to vertical or horizontal streams if I never stream horizontal? Yeah, it shows up really well on the TV for sure. Looks like a mushroom cap. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly like a mushroom cap. That's how I make a bunch of mushroom caps, so that's how I tried to make it. In my brain, I was just like, just make a big mushroom cap. Because otherwise I default to making half spheres, because again, I've made so many half spheres. So the first lesson will be essentially write a plant pot is the idea. And then I'll be like, boom, I'm going to teach you how to make a sphere because you already knew how to do it. You just didn't know you knew how to do it. For vertical for Fun Fact Friday. Yeah, maybe we'll do Tuesdays horizontal, Fridays vertical until people get used to it. How does that sound? Those of you who made it here. Does that sound okay? Or are y'all so lonely and sad in here since there's less people? Since there's about half of our typical viewer base here. You like that? I don't want y'all to be sad. But I also think that horizontal is just better. For like overall. You can't find your Sharpie. Oh no. Okay. Pot 2 kind of done. Ah yes, it feels nice now. It's still very wet, but it's a little better. Low-key feel like I know what's happening. All the regulars are here, but the lurkers scrolling can't find you on shorts. Yeah, exactly. I think a decent amount of my viewer base definitely is just like always on YouTube, and then they're just scrolling through verticals, like shorts, and then they stop and they're like, oh, she's live, you know? And then they stay here. You're a goofy goober. You can't keep your 7-day streak. No. What language are you trying to learn, Moon? What language are you learning? Okay, let's attach these feet. Now, this is not ceramic advice. No, it is. Terracotta is like way softer than my white clay, and obviously it depends on any clay that you're working with. But I don't use slip when I'm using terracotta. I just use water. And it's always fine. So you're about to see me use the forbidden technique. Spanish so you can understand and read random notes your friends find on the floor. That's fun for drama, for nosiness. I love learning a new language to be nosy is one of the funniest reasons ever. They're sponges stacks. They're just ceramic sponges. They're really dirty. Like, they're clean, but not. Where multiple people could join. Yeah, that would be so cool, Ty. More like the Discord streams. Yeah. YouTube's doing its best. I mean, they are like figuring stuff out, right? Like last stream, I think it was Dustin dropped some members and it went to people who were actually in chat for the first time ever, which was so cool. Because y'all know that it seems like members were just going to whoever for so long. And now they're actually going to people. Lanes, hello, how are you? I'm so happy you made it into a stream. I've been wondering how you've been. What are we sculpting today? We're making little plant pots. Yeah, it's so exciting, Tide. I'm so glad that they fixed that. It's been one of those things, like every time somebody gives up members, people are like, wait, where did they go? I'm like, I don't know. I don't really know. So I'm glad. Can I give me a paintbrush?
Okay, so
Medium. You're alive. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Again, so we're attaching the feet. Will they get eyes? I think so. I feel like it's not a like Midori House product if it doesn't get eyes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's my little note so that way y'all know who I am. In case you end up here on accident. How am I and Bunny? Bunny's is good, about to go back to work. I am out, you know, we're working. We're working hard. Hello, Lumination. I'm horizontal today. It's weird. I know. I'm trying it out. I'm trying to get used to it. I think the UI is better. I think the VODs are better. People can watch them on their TV more easily. And I'm like kind of teaching an actual skill today. And by that, I mean, I haven't explained anything, but you could follow along by watching. So, because this is like a shorter project, I'll pretty much be done with it today. So I figured I should go horizontal live and start getting used to it. Good luck at work. If he needs a beat, right? So Stax, he's gonna need a lot calmer of a beat to go to work. I think if he played your music at work, the customers would be very confused. Your art teacher says he wants to put my ceramic whale shark, the one you made inspired by, in an art show. Oh my gosh, Zebu, you have to keep me updated. That's so cool. Congratulations. That's awesome. How fun. Wow, what an exciting day to be Zebu. You've been in hell. No, Illumination. I know, I haven't really heard anything from you since you got back from going overseas. Goodness, y'all are really shaky today. What's going on? I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. We're gonna see if I can make y'all less shaky. Sorry, that was probably a terrible sound. I don't know, y'all are really shaking today. No one complained. Y'all are little angels. Y'all never complain about anything. It's the only good thing happening to you right now. You know, sometimes art can be that way. Sometimes art can be the only thing. Loki reminded you of Cardi because he's got that mysterious cool aura. Right? Just a force to be reckoned with. That is so valid. Also, he you know, just from a customer standpoint, he's the one that like ships all the stuff out. So you want to be on his good side because, you know, it's like being mean to a waiter and then being terrified they're going to spit in your food. You got to be nice to bunnies because who knows what would happen. I'm just kidding. Obviously. Let me be so clear. You've been dealing with a lot of stuff stacked up at once. Yeah. Do I have a cat? Boy, do I. I have 3, technically 4. My brother has a cat as well that is currently living here. So there's a lot of cats going on. The one that y'all hear right now is my oldest cat. I think she is 13 or something like that. And as you can hear, in her old age, she's picked up screaming. So what does avant-garde mean? Some to do just can somebody in chat give a good English explanation so that way I don't just say a bunch of buzzwords that don't really mean anything? What am I working on? We are making little plant pots. See? Do you see what's going on? It's a little plant bowl. It kind of looks like a mojeta. Hello, Dustin. Hello, hello. You're feeling concerned for her on an emotional and spiritual level because of her vocals. You know what's crazy? She just sounds like that now that she's old. She is just old. How can we see them? I can show y'all them in a second. Moon and Illumination and Zebu all having a group discussion, group therapy session. Group therapy. The Midori House group therapy session. Welcome. Ba-dum. Anybody in chat? Oh, connected. Did I read that wrong? Probably. Sorry about that. Connected on a spiritual level. I think that's so valid. Okay, Dustin's joining group therapy. I'm not actually saying group therapy, y'all. It's just a little joke. You're Dustin, thank you for the sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you. Rescued a kitten. Aw, I'm so glad to hear that. We have given Moon life purpose today. Hello, Deathcrom. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. What did y'all make? What did you make? You can't just come in here and say you played with clay and not give me a... Was it just like Play-Doh session, or did y'all actually try to sculpt something? Good luck, Meg. Call me Snake, I mean. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lanes. I appreciate that. I've been working so hard on everything. I mean, what's new, right? But I appreciate it. You made little Sonic characters. Oh, that's so fun. Fan art is so much fun to make. I love any opportunity to make fan art. I will always... Okay, well, like, I can't, but... The legend of gifting, right? When's the next time I'd... Y'all, no, tell your cat it's not a real plum. It can't chew on a plum-colored pencil. Okay, so I just attached the legs to a point that they're like, you know, stuck on, but they don't look good. So now I'm gonna use a different tool to kind of smooth it in and make it look real nice. This tool, super not necessary, but I will be using it. If you're using like air dry clay for this step, you can just use a paintbrush with a little bit of water on it. The reason I'm not doing that is because this terracotta pulls little rocks out when it gets wet, which isn't what I'm going for. So I'm just using this tool to get it smoothed out. It's kind of like an extension of my finger, but tiny. High school art classes, hold on. The only experience I had with clay was in me too. Before it became my full-time job, the only time I ever played with clay was in my high school like art class for a little segment where we learned clay. You painted a vase today to look like candy corn. That's so fun. When am I restocking? Early December, hopefully. A cow udder pot. My mom used to have a little cow udder mug, and that I bought for her, and I loved it. Aww. Illumination, I'm so happy for you. She ignores your words all the time. Yeah, my mom had a mug like that. I bought it for her, mind you, when I was like 13 because I thought it was so funny. Unfortunately, she doesn't have it anymore. It broke, but it was funny. Your birthday's in December. Oh, that's perfect timing. Perfect timing. My P.O. box, yes, it is in my Discord. Yes, yes, yes. It's also on my YouTube community page, I believe, theoretically. And then once we get a few little things, we'll do a P.O. box opening. One Punch Man. It's generational disappointment. Oh no. A herbal teacup. I was actually thinking this is probably the perfect espresso cup size, this one. So I might turn it into a little tiny mug when I flip it over. Hello, Moss. Hello, hello. I made a little pot. I made a little pot. It does look like a mortar and pestle bowl, though. I'm gonna be honest. And this back leg isn't exactly in the center, but it is what it is. I think it'll make it more stable, so it's fine. So I'm not mad at it. Ooh, y'all who are in the Discord, I made like a bean soup, but it's like essentially it tastes just like chili. Out of beans and lentils yesterday. It was like the easiest thing in the world, and it cost like $7 to make. I think it was 6 servings or something like that, probably total, maybe a little bit more than that. I'm gonna put it in and you could probably do it for even cheaper if you use dried beans instead of canned beans. But I need to remember to put that in the Discord for anybody who wants it. It's like a perfect cold weather food, and it was so easy to make. Molcajete. Thank you for reminding me. Would you be interested in making those little terracotta plant watering jug creatures that you can bury in a pot? I've done something similar to that, and honestly, any of the like unglazed terracotta pieces that I make already would work. I just have to add an extra hole to the bottom of their feet. The only thing is that unless you're trying to like long-term water a succulent, and I mean like multiple months, they typically don't have enough water in them to like properly care for a plant. They're mostly just cute, which is why I typically do plant buddies instead of just straight up like watering solutions. At one point I had like 300 houseplants. I am relatively well versed in plant care. I love my plants. So yeah, they also work well for like terrarium setups, but to like help up humidity for long-term, again, it's like a long-term solution, like really long-term for plants that don't need a ton of water. Rip lilac. What happened to lilac? Look, a little tiny plant pot that I made with my fingers. And y'all, dude, there's like 37 of y'all in here now. What happened? 300K. Which side's the good side? This side. Look it. A little plant. Look it, look it, look it. I feel like I should just glaze the eye. I mean, I could. Do you think I should? You know how I stamp my eyes in? Do you think I should do that? I have not, Lanes. I'm gonna get, I think probably this coming weekend, or like Saturday-ish, I'm gonna officially go through all of the comments on everything, put it in an Excel sheet, and like actually count how many votes each thing got. And then yeah, we will have our animals based on that. Are you dead? No, Lilac, I think you're alive. That's why I was wondering what happened. Where's the Discord? It is unfortunately members only. Early on, we had a few bad apples in the Discord, so it had to be member locked. It was a little bit of a, can you bring the camera to the cats? I can, but not right now. Yeah, unfortunately, there were some, it used to be free to everybody, and then some, you know, a few people ruined that. It's not what I'd love, but it is though. It's a lot safer for everybody this way. Exactly, exactly. A few bad apples always ruins everything. I have been considering making my Discord to where there's like a single general chat where I can, so that way I can have updates in general for everyone, and then member lock the entire rest of the Discord. But I don't know. I'm still worried because general chat is where we've had issues in the past. So it's kind of like, I don't know. And then I thought about member locking literally every channel, but you can get the disc, like the updates channel if you're not a member, which kind of helps, right? I don't know. I need to talk to Discord about it and see what everybody thinks. But I think I would start that in January of next year. Yeah. Again, it's all about like safety for the community. I don't know if anybody who is in here was in here during that time, but holy moly, there was a few insane people. Can I show your, yes, Poison, I will do both. Yeah, we'll do cats and phone holder simultaneously. Ooh, do y'all think I should give him a nose? I like how I go to put eyes on the planter and suddenly it's already a him. It has pronouns the instant I give it eyes. And right now those eyes are just blank circles and I'm like, him. It is a baby. Harassment or spam? Both. Koala. Both. It was a disaster class, honestly. Yeah, there was a, it was one of those things. The worst of it that like made the official call was a person who had come in more or less demanding politely things, and then when I said, hey, sorry, that's just not how it works, they were very upset, and then sent all of their small following to like come and like report all of my posts and like spam stuff and block me on things and like put in their story like, this is the worst person ever, they're terrible. I'm glad you missed the events because it was not fun. It was crazy. And so that's one of the if you are in the Discord, that's one of the reasons we have like that little rules channel that say like, hey, we may have to kick you, even if you're a member, because you know, don't be a crazy person. Like, we're out here just trying to have a good time, and this person was alternately out here not trying to have a good time. And again, they weren't the only person. There was another person who just sent a bunch of like bots to join the server, so you know there's like 500 people joining at one time and none of them were real. Just a bunch of little things like that. And I don't have a whole mod team. I have one bunnies who does have a job, so when that happens, it's not something that I can like, you know, deal with properly by myself. So yeah. Drive safe. Low-key got nervous before posting anything, had to reread and analyze the rules a couple times. Stacks, I super appreciate you for reading the rules before posting, and you did a great job. Trust. Hopefully the rules made sense. Yeah, I want everybody to have a good time, you know? Yep. And that's one of my fears, Koala, is like opening it up and having something like that happen. I would never want to put y'all's safety at risk. When they showed what everyone is getting, that is my favorite part of the Discord, because Bunny ships everything for me, I don't know what y'all are getting. I don't actually look at the orders because it makes me really nervous. Oh, I will fix that later if I remember, Stacks. Thank you. Or you can put it in the Discord now and remind me to fix that. Thank you. Okay. There. Now the eyes are right. They're far apart, but I think that's cute. If I give him a nose, I think it'll look right. I can always fix it. The clay's super wet. Sorry if I missed some messages, y'all. The eyes are like the hardest part to get perfect. Okay. Now he's just a little guy. I need some more clay to give him a nose. Be right back. I'm just gonna have to clutch up and remember. Deal. Oh, I have some clay already. Okay, we're back. Let's see if we can give this guy a nose. Let's see if this pot can have a nose. I've never made a pot with a nose. And if y'all have heard me, if you've been in stream before, you probably heard me talk about why I started doing ceramics. So you know I've made a ton of pots. What did you say? Is that one of those whatchamacallit things? It does look like that. It does. A mocajete. It's not, but it does look exactly like that. If I had a different clay, I could make them. Maybe I should. Maybe I should make those and sell them. I feel like that would be a valid Christmas present, no? I'm gonna have to do some research to figure out what kind of clay I should use, because obviously they're unglazed. So I wonder what you use that you're not. I feel like food safety in America is just like overcooked, you know? I don't. Huh? No. Thunder. Just me. Because you're impressed. I know I'm kind of light right now because it's getting cold outside, but I am half Mexican. Did I answer your question before? Please remind me of your question before. It's just me making everything myself, to the person who asked. It's just me. Am I gonna redo my nails for Christmas? I'm hopefully gonna redo my nails like tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't picked what I'm gonna do yet. I need to get on Instagram and look at a bunch of different designs. I cut them off though. If y'all remember last time I streamed, they were really long. I cut them today because, yeah, I don't know. But now they look worse. Like, look at this star. That's how much they grew out. They look insane. But yeah, hopefully I'll get them. I was gonna get them redone tomorrow, but my brother's moving tomorrow. So I don't think I can. I think I'm gonna help them a little bit with like boxes and stuff and their cat. So they can take their cat to his new home. Euro mutt lanes. Just my dad got his DNA test back and they were like, so how about everything? Like his grandma's Spanish and then his dad is like English and Irish and Scottish and it's just like everything. I think the highest percentage he had was like 20 something. Which, you know, not very much compared to most people. And it keeps getting updated, but the percentages are not going up. They're going down. Hear a little bit of everything too. I love that. Yeah, my mom is just like native and Mexican. But like theoretically from the same area. Like the part of my mom's family has been in Texas for like as far back as you can take the history. So you know, before it was Texas, type Texas. But her family all just says, we're just Mexican. Sorry, I am locked in. I think I'm definitely gonna miss some chats for a second. I'm trying to smooth the clay out around his little nose. Because I obviously slipped and scored that area, and so it's a little bit uneven there. Okay. What in the world? It looks so different. Whip Koopas in Mario Kart and Brawl. It does. You're so right. It looks like the little. That's so true. Okay, it's not fan art, I swear. It's not fan art. It's definitely not from Mario. Take it back right now, Stacks. Mario. If Nintendo sues me, we're cooked. I'm just gonna have to go to jail, I think. Thank you. Why are y'all being so nice today? Do I need your grandma called. I finished. Look, I finished the first little pot. The first little pot creature. And okay, if any of you are out there and you're like, okay, cute, you made a plant pot, but I can't keep plants alive. I'm thinking about making little ceramic plants. I'm getting sued, I see. So that way, if you don't have plants, you can put a little ceramic plant in there. Like I want to make like a little like ceramic tree or something, like really silly. So it just doesn't make any sense. But then you can just have a little plant pot with a little tree. Do we like it, chat? Do we like the little guy? I am gonna cut a hole in the bottom after he's a little bit more dry. So that way he has a drainage hole. Because if you have houseplants, you know it is so important to have good drainage. Otherwise, your plants rot, quite literally. So we will add that. Are we having fun, chat? Put an off-brand flower? Yeah, exactly. Off-brand. It's just a flower. It's not like any specific flower, obviously. See, this one's different shaped. I'm trying to keep them not perfect so that way they actually look handmade. A water tray? Yeah, I can do that. You made a Katrina? No way. That's so cool. Cacti would be cute too. Yeah, that's what like it ideally would be for, is a little succulent. Worked with clay for the first time to make your own version of the Midori residence. Aw, I love that. So hollow head, and then the body should be solid. If the piece isn't super big, really helps. And then I always tap my feet on the table before I attach the head. I know that sounds crazy, but it can really help you get like a really level base. And then before you attach the head, just like stick the two pieces of clay together and sit there and figure out where it needs to sit. You can feel when it's balanced. Placing it inside your home like a zoo animal. Exactly. What is mostly going to be the theme of the Christmas drop? Christmas, winter stuff, kind of. But again, I'm making plant pots right now, so you know, you never know. It's just whatever my ADHD decides to make. A little plant creature. That's I think, you know, Leah, are you spoiling it for everyone? I said it was going to be like a tree. I didn't say anything else. You kept a cacti alive for 5 years. I love that. La Lorena. She had you press. You were terrified of her. I think that's valid. Chat is your only solace. It's on your Instagram. Okay, I cannot wait to see it. I will hopefully remember to look after stream. Do I know anything about alebrije? So all of my bobble tongue frog and like bobble tongue cat and stuff like that are all based on like the little alebrije bobbleheads. Fun fact. Fun fact. And then when I did the sugar skulls last year, they were supposed to be like obviously homage to traditional sugar skulls, but with the florals slightly more representing like the bright colored florals that you would see on alebrije. I'd love to do like an alebrije line of residence one day, but we will see. I am definitely a no sabo kid, and so I've always been very conflicted about making things that are directly from my culture, because people already call you out and they're like, you know, like, are you Mexican enough to make this, essentially, right? And I hate defending myself for anything. And so that is why I haven't done. I am. My mom is a no sabo kid, so I am like really a no sabo kid. Sounding like yeah. Yeah, exactly, Stacks. Like, no, I don't think I sound like Sydney Sweeney. Hope this helped. You painted a vase today that looked like a candy corn. Did you do that at like a paint your own pottery place or at school or at your house? Where'd you do that? Okay, I need to get more clay to make this little guy at feet. And maybe for another pot. Yuck. I'm back. I just had to get more clay. Don't worry. Fear not. I just went to get more clay. I disappeared into the void. Temporarily, absolutely. But I am back. I'm back. I'm back. We're here to make another pot. Okay. Once I finish the little feet on this guy, we're going to set him aside to get a little bit drier. And then, actually, no, I'm going to let him get drier now. I'm going to do my best to attempt to explain to y'all what I'm doing while I make this half of the pot, or the pot. And I'm in no way trying to make all of them the same size. I'm not worried about it at all. Will it be a pain in the butt when I go to list them? Sure. Will I regret it then? Absolutely. But do I care now? No. So please enjoy. I'm just here to have fun. And if I try to make everything perfect, I'm not going to have fun. And by that, I mean like all the same size. That's my least favorite part. I am purposely trying to make these not perfect so that way you can like see my fingerprints and stuff. Okay. First things first, you have clay. This is clay. It's squishy, right, y'all? Yes, we can all agree. Now I'm going to roll it into a ball-ish. I need a little more room. Oh, I was gonna show y'all my cats. Do y'all wanna see my cats? There's only 2 in here right now, and one of them's taking a bath. Yeah, we're making pots. We're making pots. Like this little pot. And the floor. Okay. Let us see the cats. I have to be really careful because my reflection is aggressive right now. Anyways. Okay, I'm letting y'all free. Hold on. Okay, this is my... Whoa. See? Hello. You can see my hand and the reflection on the window. Hello, chat. This is my phone stand. So it goes all the way down there and then across, right? Oh, thank you, Lanes. I appreciate that. See? And then my phone sits up here and records here. Floor cam. Good job. Okay. The other cat is inside, so y'all cannot see her, but there's two of them. Hopefully people who ask to see cats and people who ask to see Floor and people who ask to see setup. Stacks, if you don't leave my water alone. If you don't leave my water alone. Don't let her watch the news. She said she's 13. She's an old lady. She's got a lot to complain about, okay? But yeah, definitely a comfy situation for the kitties. Okay, so we had a circle of clay, right? I booped it on the table to make one of the edges flat. This is going to be the top of our pot eventually. What you see now is going to become a pot, right? So we started with rolling a ball of clay into a circle and then dropping it on the table to create. Was that a microphone attached to the top with a flashing blue light? Oh no, that's my speaker. It's just off to the side. I don't have a mic. It's just my phone. I have a iPhone 16 Pro Max, I think. And my personal phone is an iPhone 13 mini. Just so everyone knows, with this situation happening on the camera, the only reason I have this super nice phone is for y'all, for stream. I bought this phone strictly to stream on, so that is why it is so nice. Anyways, here we go. Now, what we're gonna do is take our thumb and dig it in. Dig it in, dig it in, dig it in. Now, I wouldn't go too far if this is your first time ever making something because you can push way too far and then you'll rip through the bottom. We don't want to do that, but you do want your thumb to be in there, right? Wow, very beautiful. Okay, you're done. I'm just kidding. So what I'm going to be doing is this motion over and over and over again while using this hand to do this thing. Beep, 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 beep. No problem, Poison. First, I'm going to start at the very bottom, just making it the correct thickness. How do I know the correct thickness? I've done it a million times. You can feel the clay getting thinner, and when you feel like you can feel it getting thin, you should stop. You may be thinking, there has to be a better way to do this. No. You'll just figure it out. You may notice my other hand is going in there. It's not really pushing anything. What about using the mold you have? Absolutely. I'm currently part of a TikTok program for educational content, so I want to teach people how to make spheres without the molds. Yeah, this is just my iPhone mic. It is. Apple goes crazy, I swear. Everybody, dude, Stacks, that's my thing about streaming, is so many people think that they need these like $1 million setups to start streaming. Grab an iPhone and get outside. Stop making excuses, you know? Okay, anyways. So as you can see, as I go around, it's opening that original hole we had, right? And I go round and round and round. And I'm still just doing this. Squish, squish, squish. Not hard. Just squish, 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 squish. Over and over and over again. And again, you can really feel the clay getting so even. Yeah, no, Steve Jobs went crazy on the iPhone. Like the quality, obviously he's not there anymore, but iPhones really are insane machines that most people don't use to their full capacity. Okay, as you can see, my clay, it's just this clay that does this. It's getting a little cracked at the bottom. You can use water and a paintbrush to do the same job or just water in your finger, but I'm just gonna smooth those out before they get bigger or worse. And this part is about done anyways, so. Yep, I use iPhone to stream. Yep. That's how I was able to pick y'all up so easily and walk y'all around. Okay, so now we need to start working on these walls and getting them even. One thing is, as you work, you want the thickness of the clay at the bottom to be the same as the thickness on the middle and on the sides. So we always start from the bottom and then work our way up. So first you're going around bing, 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 like this, right? And then we go like this. So first our fingers are here, then our fingers are here, and then we go up, 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 up. Have I used an Android to stream? So back in the day, as in like 3 or 4 years ago, Androids were absolutely the only device you could use to stream because iPhones overheated and Androids didn't when live streaming all day. Now iPhones don't overheat, so they're actually the better phone to stream off of again. And this includes even if you're doing IRL streaming, you can hook an iPhone straight into a TVU to get a full signal, right? So you can hardwire an iPhone. You cannot hardwire a Samsung. So iPhones are becoming the superior phone to stream off of. Obviously, if you have like a computer setup and stuff like that, if you're not interested in being mobile, there's no reason to do iPhone, but Androids cannot be hardwired for Wi-Fi purposes or internet purposes, so you have to rely on having really good Wi-Fi if you have an Android. Yeah. Because your Android till you die. Your iPhone, yeah, so again, it is a newer iPhone thing. If you have the newest iPhones, the overheating problem has been solved. Okay, now I'm just going around and around and around and around and around. Again, gently squeezing. That's why you can see these ripples, right? Because that's just where my fingers have been pushing. And it's very even in the center because my thumb is just barely moving each time. Another way you can do this is like just pushing it along the table. Just one finger and then slowly rotating. I can do this because I have a silicone mat. You can't always do this. If you just have like a regular table, it can kind of get stuck. I'm making a pot right now, or a little planter for plants. So this is another way to do it if you don't want to continually squeeze, like if you have any type of joint issues. And you can just roll, 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 roll. And you're doing the same thing, right? You're just kind of creating these nice and even walls around the piece. Again, this clay does like crack as I open it up, but as you can see, it can be smoothed out super easily. Terracotta has a bunch of like little rocks inside of it. And so as the clay is like moved and thinned out, those rocks move, and that's what creates all of these little things. About what all is needed to start streaming. Literally an iPhone. That's all you need. As long as you have an iPhone, you're good. Start streaming. Unless you want to stream on like Twitch. If you're looking for YouTube streaming though specifically, have an iPhone, get a top-down setup if you're doing something top-down, and that's genuinely all you need. Thank you, Stacks. Thank you. Like, I wish I could say it any more simply. If you're at home and you're only planning on streaming like an hour, you don't even need the newest iPhone. You just need an iPhone or an Android, honestly. But dude, some Androids, the pictures look so bad still. The quality is just so different on streams, on IRL streams. Okay, I'm just doing the top now. If you've noticed, I've switched hands. That's just because I'm ambidextrous, not because you need to. How is ceramic clay different from air dry clay? I want to start making figurines, and air dry clay is the most affordable for me. Mostly just the way it feels. I always suggest Fimo Air if you want something that feels the closest to ceramic. Air dry clay will be gone within the next, 10 to 15 years. Ceramic clay will last forever. You obviously need a kiln to use ceramic clay. Ceramic clay is food safe versus air dry clay that is not. It's mostly just a longevity thing. Absolutely no reason you should not get into air dry clay though. I personally do not like it, but I think it's a great way to start if you're interested in ceramics. I know a couple of people who started by saving with the money they made from air dry, and then eventually got into stuff. So the editing, what do you need editing for? Elden Ring streaming stacks. You would love to stream games or something, but you fear you're too nervous for that. There's no reason to be nervous. If you, it's crazy. So you think about all these streamers and streaming in general. If you stream to 200 people, you're in the top 10,000 people ever to stream on Twitch. It's crazy. Where did chat go? I think, yeah, what do you mean editing? It does, yep. Air dry clay absolutely has a shelf life. Every ceramic piece that you see, or every thing that looks like it's made out of clay in the museum is all ceramic. It will last forever. You're goated at Elden Ring? Have you ever played Risk of Rain? I've been playing the last like 3 or 4 nights and it's just been so fun. I know it's an older game, but I just got the itch to play like a COD of zombies. Editing videos. That doesn't have to do with streaming at all. Streaming, you just stream and then throw the VOD up and you're good to go. Content creation, like short form, is totally different. If you have questions about that. Is that like Isaac? It's like zombies and the fact that you like start with like basic gear, and then as you kill things you can like buy better like equipment and stuff, and there's like waves of monsters, more or less. I would recommend it, but it's like $25. So unless you of course get it on one of those interesting sites, one of those interesting Steam sites. Yeah, Google it. Okay, obviously I have finished opening up this little thing, and now I'm just using this silicone nail art tool to smooth out any of the cracks that I have in my piece. Again, these are all just cosmetic. There's like a bigger one that wasn't, but I will fix that with a little piece of clay in a second. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's really fun. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, because to me it's like a very chill game. It's like chaotic, but because, you know, ADHD exists, it's like just stimulating enough that I can completely relax when I'm playing it, and it's just fun the whole time. It's like chill in the most chaotic way. What are little sponge looking things? They are sponges. You were right. They are just sponges. They're by Mud Tools, so they're made for ceramics, but they're totally not necessary. I would compare them to like a cheap beauty blender. I've cut up beauty blenders before and used them. Do you only stream on YouTube other than the shorts? Like, do I make long form content? I've made long form videos before. I've actually deleted most of the long form videos that I used to have up just because I was in them. Not a lot, but like I was just like walking around doing ceramic stuff. But I have made long form videos, unless you mean like other platforms. I've also live streamed on TikTok. I have not live streamed on Twitch yet. Just because I don't have a PC set up out here to figure out all of that. And it's either make y'all less ceramics or figure out how to Twitch stream, or make more ceramics, and I feel like y'all don't want streams and you do want ceramics. Can I make more long form videos? I'd love to, but they take so much time. And again, what am I making at the moment? I'm making a little pot like this one that I just finished earlier. Look at the little guy, which made me want to make a molcajete. So now after stream, I'm gonna have to Google that and see if I can figure out what I can use to make one. Because I think I could use like liquid quartz to seal it, and then it would be food safe if I'm correct. But I have to do some Googling. Obviously, I don't want to sell anybody food stuff. Look at the little guy. I haven't made pots in so long. Obviously, these are like little succulent pots or like lithop. Not. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, my plants are too big for that. I know, it's fine. It's fine. Also, if any of y'all are sitting there wondering, hey, why does she give everybody all of these tips and stuff about YouTube or social media or like all of the tools she uses for art or teaches us how to make the things that she's making? Why not? If people are gatekeeping, they're scared. And that's on, period. I'm so sorry. There's enough cake for everybody, okay? And what if you help make one of the next great artists or great YouTubers or great TikTokers? That's sick. I don't think I'm the peak. Anyways, baby succulent clipping pots. Exactly. Exactly, EH. We have some plant knowledge in chat. I love that. Is there a somewhat accessible way to get started in ceramics? Air dry clay, for sure. Air dry clay or community studios. If you have about a $200 a month budget, I think community studios are an awesome way to get into ceramics. Some of them are less than that, and some of them even offer work programs where you can do it for free. You get to work in the studio for free if you offer like a certain amount of work every week. So that's like mopping the floors or like doing reclaim or things like that. So just Google community studio near me or like community co-op pottery studio type thing. Co-ops and ceramic studios are the cheapest way to get into ceramics for sure. But air dry if you want to do something at home, and then saving money from selling air dry stuff to get into ceramics. It is super expensive, and that's just unfortunately the reality. People that keep their craft are just scared. Yep, the student is fixing to come up. Yep. You've started doing some little guys with air dry clay. I love that. I love. I only know how to not kill orchids and succulents. Hey, that's okay. Oh, you made some friends who live on your shelf. I love that. Am I going to paint the pots on stream? No, they need to go in the kiln first, and then I will be able to paint them. They have some kid membership, Zebu, for sure. You just have to look around. It is so, especially, I feel like the ceramics community in general, or the pottery community, is so uptight and like so gatekeepy. I almost didn't get into ceramics at first because of how gatekeepy it is. I had so many people be so rude to me at the beginning, and it just put such a bad taste in my mouth that I will never ever let that happen to anybody who asks me questions. Yeah, for euphorbias, absolutely. What are the ones that look like potatoes? I used to have a bunch of them. I forgot what they were called. They put out those big circle leaves. Poison, my best advice for you right now is start now. If you put a date on it, you're quite literally never going to start. There's never going to be the right time. The right time is now. Is it one day or day one? And that's my advice for everybody out there. If you're like, oh, one day I'm going to start posting videos on TikTok. Nope. Right now. My only regret in life which I don't really regret, let me be honest. My parents did not let me post on social media growing up. I cannot begin to imagine how different my life would have been if I started posting on social media when I wanted to. Do I regret it? No, because am I very content now? Yes. But that is my one thing, my one what if. If you have a desire to make content on the internet or learn how to sew or learn how to cook or start producing music, do it now. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Do it now. My life is serene and peaceful. I'm sure it is, Stacks. I'm sure it is. You tend to ease in things very slowly. Nope, 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 nope. No easing. Jump. Jump, chat, jump. I've said this to chat before and I will say it again. The reason that there's not too much competition is because everyone gives up. Everyone quits, everyone gives up. Everyone sets a time and they never get there. And yeah, sometimes quitting means before they start. Absolutely. Like there's a few plant YouTubers that I follow that when I started following them and then they started following me, they had way more followers than I did. And they were posting on YouTube and making all their money on YouTube. And then like for one of them, COVID happened. For one of them, they had a baby. For one of them, I forgot what else happened, but all of them have like normal retail jobs now. All of them have gone back to their 9 to 5s. I've like quadrupled their following. Like, don't give up. Yeah. The meme of the, yeah, exactly. Push, 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 push. It's not luck, it's a grind. It's not luck, it's a grind. Poison, what phone are you talking on right now? Stacks, you better be making like 3 songs a day. If you're not gonna work a regular job, you better be making so much music. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? Y'all all hear me, huh, chat? You're like, why is she so mean? Because somebody has to be mean to y'all. 3 is easy money. Oh, Stacks, have you looked at DJing at all? I understand that producing and DJing are not always synonymous, but I think that music curation via DJing is also a great way to exist on social media, especially if you don't want to get copyright striked, to get your foot out there in the music industry. It is hard, Lanes. It is hard. I am not saying by any means it's not hard. What's the highest amount of people I've ever had in my stream? Like 300. It's not like sustainable though. Typically I have like 60 a stream, but this is the first time I've streamed horizontally. So it's very quiet today. An S9. An S9. I mean, obviously a 13 is more, but I did start, I gained over 200,000 on all of the platforms on my iPhone 13. People want your stuff for free. Yeah, that is definitely a common a common thing that you will never stop experiencing, unfortunately, on when posting art on the internet. Trying to figure out where to put this guy's little legs. You're super into music production, got inspired with KW. Like he's Voldemort, you don't claim him anymore. That's valid. Yeah, College Dropout is just incredible. Yeah, I think that's so valid. I was just curious, I think. Absolutely. I will yap about anything. that anything that I feel confident in, obviously. I'm not just gonna start like telling y'all how to do open heart surgery. But when it comes to art and social media, I am very confident. Specifically in social media. Very, very confident. Some of y'all may not know, and I've only talked about this once, I think, on here, and I've only talked to one person about it on social media. I got a DM, right, on Instagram, and it was like, hello, if you would like to start growing or if you would like to put up a presence on YouTube or whatever, I can help you start. And I replied, and I was like, hey, thanks, but I do have a YouTube channel. And they were like, oh, I didn't know that because you don't have it posted on Instagram. Why is that? And I was like, well, I chose to grow all of my platforms separately. And the person who reached out to me was like perplexed. I grew all of my social media accounts separately. I've posted only a few times from like my TikTok to my Instagram or my YouTube to my Instagram, but never from YouTube to TikTok to TikTok to YouTube to YouTube to Instagram. If that makes any sense, most people will grow one platform and then use that following to grow the other platforms. I grew all of mine completely separately, which is very, very strange because I wanted to see if I could do it. So when I say I'm confident on the social media front, I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. I also have a friend that I can double check with for other platforms like Twitch. Why I was able to accomplish that? Because I know what I'm doing. To put it simply, yeah, because I know what I'm doing. Again, it's a grind. Every social media platform is a complete grind. Figuring out what each different platform values is super important. And then right now I'm growing Facebook, by the way. I will say that. Bye, Leah. I am working on a new one right now. It's going pretty well. I'm already at like 50K or something in a few months, which is pretty good. But producing like quality content, I know that sounds silly, is so important, and so few people actually do it. And then being able to absolutely grind is incredibly important. Grinding is like the number one most important thing when it comes to social media. Hi, Kay. Hello, hello. Stacks, I'm getting paid to post on Facebook. That's the only reason that I'm growing it. You finally recorded one of your recital pieces. That's so exciting. Aw, Zebu, I love that. Congratulations. Yeah. And that's another thing. So my cousin does social media just a little bit, right? And he is able to monetize his account, but he won't because he knows he's gonna have to make 1-minute videos, and typically 1-minute videos do better, right? Like you get paid for 1-minute videos on TikTok. You don't get paid for anything less than that. And he's scared because even though he's going to way more car shows now that he's older, he's gonna have to like record in front of people. And he's like, yo, what if my friends think I'm cringe? And you're like, okay, you're getting paid. They're not. Okay, yeah, you're cringe. They're going to a car show and recording other people's cars for free. You're going to a car show recording other people's cars to get paid. What is this I'm embarrassed stuff? You're doing something that you already liked, but now you're getting paid to do it. Huh? Over here talking about what if my friends make fun of me? Girl. See, like Stacks just made fun of me for growing my Facebook. But one of us is getting paid, right, Stacks? So yeah, if you want to post on social media, post. I'm only doing that because I know Stacks can take it. Stacks has existed on the internet, you can tell. I don't even gotta know Stacks that well, just by the way that they type, they've been on the internet. He gonna be okay. Yeah, I agree, Squeakers, but teenage boys, man, you know? Teenage boys can be a little rough. And my cousin is a good boy. So even like even if they're just joking, I feel like he could be you know, I'm not saying he's sensitive, but I feel like he could take it too personally. You and by that, do you mean XQC? The number one wonton ever? Highly debated. Wonton. In your experience, is streaming live better than long form videos? Absolutely not. Long form makes a ton of money. If you want to make money on social media, long form is by far the way to do it. I think it can be. I think the estimate is like 3 to 5 years to start making like decent money if you make good videos. And one long form video can pay like a year's salary if it does really well. I just have to break up time, and so I'm just doing I'm doing streams so that way for community building. I don't do streams for money. I do them for community building, to be able to come and yap with y'all and like yap about social media and yap about video games and art and stuff like that. Streams are absolutely not a way for me to make money on this platform, for sure. They are for filling y'all's cup. How much longer do I plan on streaming? I don't really have a plan right now. I'm just kind of streaming until I'm tired, I think. Chat's so chill today that I don't feel like pressured to really perform, so I'm just kind of having fun. So I'm sorry if it's boring or if I'm yapping too much or whatever. I'm kind of, I feel less pressure because there's only 25 people in here. It's like half of typical streams. Yeah, you should make food. Do I know what Undertale is? I do. I don't know what Deltarune is, but I know what Undertale is. You would fry XQC on League? Who do you main in League? I could never bore you. I hope not. I'd feel bad. Quite frankly, I'd feel bad. To be fair, I don't advertise like high energy streams. Bully Bear and Rickenton. You feel like a Sue. I don't know anybody who mains either of those. That's fun. My brother plays League some. He used to play a lot more. Now that he's like married, he plays less. Mostly because he gets so angry, not because she doesn't want him to. What did you go as for Halloween? A little jester. What did y'all go as for Halloween? So I don't get paid for streaming? No, I get paid if people watch the VODs, but I don't get paid while I'm live. I don't get paid while I'm live. I get paid if people watch the VODs or if people send me money. If people send me money or if people like send stickers or gifts and stuff. They've nerfed your favorite characters. What's that cat's name that just like attaches to another? You went as the Phantom of the Opera. I love that. Didn't Tara Yummy dress her dog like the Phantom of the Opera? Yumi. Yeah. That's what I would be. So I can just float around and do nothing. Someone should totally gift more gifted subs. Yeah, no, if I wanted to make money, I should definitely be like asking y'all for subs and donos and like doing more streams to where you're Wednesday. I love that. Hi, Shazar. Hello. I would definitely need to do more like, hey, chat. if you send me, 20 members, I'll sculpt whatever animal you send or whatever. But I'm just here to yap. Sell a beat to Cardi. Deal. Deal. Deal, deal, deal. I'm manifesting it for you. Ooh. You have to, Stacks. We have to make a deal, okay? If you ever make it big, right? You have to let me like be a backup vocal and like not even like a you have to sample me just a little bit. And then you can like use it for whatever you want in whichever way you want, but you have to sample me just a little bit. Okay? And notice how I said when you make it big, not if, because you got this. It hit your houses. Oh no. Hey, I'm so excited. This is the best news all day. So basically, to get started streaming, you truly just need a phone stand holder. Yes, Poison, exactly. Hope you're okay. I'm doing pretty good right now. We're making little pots. I'm pretty excited about it. I think they're cute, so that's pretty much all I need to be happy. And then build from there. Exactly. Like the best thing you can do is start posting. Start posting short form content. Start, even if it's like just one night, Poison, scroll through live streams on TikTok or scroll through live streams on YouTube. I promise you, there are so many people who are streaming off of a potato. It's insane. Is this a deal where I gotta sign a contract or something? No, honestly. I would just, Stacks, you know Porter Robinson? By any chance? You play League, so I'm thinking you do. Then Minecraft from there. Right? You play League, so I'm guessing you know Porter. At least a little bit. Okay, so Porter Robinson is a like producer slash, I don't know what to call his genre, especially if you look at his newer music, but if you look at his old music, after stream, type in Porter Robinson League of Legends. He has a wife and she loves League of Legends. And so she told him way back when, if you ever get to make a song for League of Legends, please let me be in it so I can be canon in League. And he got the deal and he made a song for League, and then he got her backup vocals on there. So she is canon in League because it's like her favorite game ever. It's just like one of the coolest things. Like producers have the opportunity to do so much cool stuff like that, and I just think it's sick. Like I just think it's cool for existing, you know? So yeah, that's my, and I just love music. So any opportunity to be like any part of music is sick. You know? For those of you who just watch my streams for ceramic stuff, which I don't know if it's anybody in here, honestly, I feel like y'all listen to me yap, and then you're just like, this person's insane. This person's crazy, I think. I feel like in streams, I'm just yapping about everything. Everyone has a partner at school. You're good, Zebu. What game are we making me canon in? I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy because I do play a lot of games. Overwatch, LOL. They don't even do songs. I just love music. Yeah, I don't think there's such thing as an off topic here. I agree. Unless you're being like freaking racist, then get out of here. That is never on topic. Which yes has happened, and boy do I get to send those people to purgatory. It's so fun. It's the best part of streaming. Boy, did I do good by not being here at that time. Yeah, yeah, no, I got those people sent straight to YouTube prison. It's cool because I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm favorited by YouTube, but by any means. But uh YouTube does like my account, much like on TikTok. I have like this education thing on my account to where like a team of people reviews my content and then they're like, it is good. You could use this to become smarter, probably. And so if I report people for like, actual offenses, for example, being racist, they get sent to IP purgatory, which means any account that they ever make from their house or their devices will get insta banned. He just happily deleted it. That's so fun. They just get to go to IP jail. So even if they try to make a new account, nothing matters. They'll never be able to comment on another video again. And not just on my videos, on all of YouTube. Isn't that fun, chat? Yeah. Thinking, no, don't say that. I think I had to like report like, however many times rightfully. I'm not just sending reports out like crazy. I almost never ban people either. But one day I got a message back after I reported one of the comments and they like wrote all about how how serious the ban was, and I was like, oh my gosh. With great power comes great responsibility. I dare you to come in my chat and say something crazy. And by that, don't do that, by the way. That was not a dare. When was the last time I did? Ooh, it's been a while, honestly. Chat's been really, really good recently. I think it's probably like 3 months ago that I had to send somebody to the big jail. To the big jail. To fancy jail. Something crazy. Hi, cute bunny. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope you've been enjoying making clay things. Your 5-year-old. I think he may need to be a little bit older before he starts doing it. Zebu and Stax are testing the waters, I see. I'm just saying, if I put you in purgatory, I don't know how to get you out. So even if you don't get the big ban, don't know how to take you out of the little one either. No idea. You're back with food. Yippee. I have a snack next to me and I'm about to eat it once I glue this guy's nose on because I'm really hungry. And I think I'm gonna eat leftovers for dinner of the chili that I made. Cause your girl can cook too. But never mind, I'm not gonna quote that. Yeah, you're just being mischievous. It's okay. Look at him. Do you think that you're missing HEB? No, that makes me so sad, Lanes. If you ever need like dry stuff that I can easily ship, like, or canned things from HEB, send bunnies a message on Discord. We can figure something out. I will happily go on a HEB shopping trip for you. Is he cute? He's a little guy. He's just a little pot guy. The tortillas, yeah. And that's like I feel like they wouldn't ship super well. I'd have to like overnight them, and then they're like the most expensive tortillas in the world. You know? And a wet sock. Oh, that's the worst. Stepping in water when you have socks on is one of the worst feelings of being alive. What's his name? I don't know. Just upside down. Now it looks like he has hair. Yeah, I'm getting hungry, y'all. You wear socks at all times. You can't avoid the water. I am 100% a barefoot person, but I can't wear barefoot outside anymore, unfortunately. Because my allergies are too bad, and if I step outside, then I get my allergies really bad. It's so lame. Hello, Zoe. Hi, how are you? We're making little pots today. You're here. The pickle chips. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zoe. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Ba-ba-da-bum-ba-bum. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. This has been Happy Birthday by me. Hey. Who is singing? That was a robot. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Hey. No. I love that even if I do sing, there's always Minecraft music in the back, so it's still gonna mess up the vocal. I'd have to sing when it was completely quiet in here to be properly clipped. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Sundew is a fresh tortilla that... Yeah. The queso is so good. Ugh, it's like the perfect snack. Queso and tortillas. Robot, definitely. Zoe is a little plant pot. Look, I've made 2 so far, properly. This one has very far feet, and this one has very close feet. Just for, you know, for variety, because they're little critters. I'm trying to make none of them the same on purpose. If they end up the same on accident, that's fine. But if they end up the same on purpose, that's not fine. But yeah, they're like little baby plants. It would be you. Good night, you don't need to know why. Thanks for hanging out in chat today. Yeah, they have the warm tortillas. They make them fresh. They're really good. They're really good. I do need water. Let me smooth this guy out and we'll have a little tiny snack break. And then anybody who comes in will be like, this person is not doing ceramics. They're just eating and drinking water. They're just eating and drinking water. But I'm hungry. Mukbang ceramics. Yeah, I'm just gonna start eating these. What time is it? Chat, what time is it where you are? That will tell me what time it is where I am when I see the 2 differences. Yes, that made sense. 8:02, okay. 5:02, 7:03, okay. 7:03, perfect. Yeah, okay, I'm still good. As long as I start recording my TikTok by like 8, we're good. So, I mean, I'll need a little time before, so we'll probably finish this guy and maybe make the bowl for one other one, and then that'll be the stream. Thank you for all of the updates, everyone. I appreciate you. Welcome back. You came back through the broken window? Perfect. You're from Brazil. It's 10 p.m. there. That's not too far away from where it is. Okay. Pig. Right? Horizontal is like, I think it's better. We just have to get used to it, and we have to get people from the vertical to come over here, you know? Isa Marianita. Maria. I can never say it right. I'm a pig. I haven't yet, Leans. I haven't. I've thought about it though. Hi, Nom. Hello, hello. We're having snack time right now. It's perfect time for you to come in. Okay, I'm good. I've had 2 bites of a pig that was very crispy because they make it for a coffee shop. And so it's like meant to go in coffee. So it's really, really cooked so it can soak up the coffee. Eat and drink. You have water? Yeah. You should get water, chat. Oh, hello, my little plants. This is the Midori house, the greenhouse, and my only job here is to keep you both happy and hydrated. So if you haven't had water in a while, please get up and grab some water. If you have water next to you, I'm guessing you probably haven't moved in a while. So go ahead and take a drink and then get up, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Again, this is the Midori house, the greenhouse, and my only job here is to keep you both happy and hydrated. So if you haven't had water in a while, please get up and grab some water. See, she told y'all you better go get some water. Can't have y'all here dehydrated and looking like raisins. I don't want no raisins in my chat, okay? Stacks can use the drink water emote. All is well. Clover sharing water for anybody who doesn't have any. Just kidding. Get up and go get water. Your watch just notified you it's time to get water? Perfect timing. Are you getting water, chat? Oh, you're eating water? Perfect. Good. Water or ice? Both. Both. Your dang commoner water will suffice. To be fair, they were on sale. So, you drink 2 liters of water every day. I love that. No, the real issue, Stacks, right now is that the water in my city is on boil notice and it tastes horrible. It tastes like rust even before it went on boil notice. And so I've been drinking bottled water, but then I got tired of drinking out of plastic bottles because I feel like I'm going to get contaminated with microplastics. So I'm drinking that water, and it was on it's like the best tasting glass bottle water, and it's not the most expensive either, believe it or not. Mountain Valley is more expensive. And it was on sale for like $2 a bottle for the big bottles from Whole Foods. So I've been drinking that. I have the little bottles because I got an Instacart shopper who was a man, and he replaced my big bottles with these little baby bottles. So it makes me look extra bougie. For no reason. Extra bougie for no reason. I do like the glass bottle though. So many microplastics. Stacks is made out of microplastics. Yeah, so that is why we have, this is why I have, usually I'm like a reusable bottle type of gal. What am I sculpting? I'm making little plant pots. This one's gonna be a tiny baby one though. But like this. Ooh, little plant pot. Ooh, little plant pot. Also, let me say, having to go get bottled water is so annoying. I usually just drink like filtered water from my tap, but we can't, so I'm just suffering. When will these drop? I'm aiming for early December. That is the hope, that is the goal. Obviously, I want them to be like able to arrive before Christmas. Moving like Ashton Hall in the work ethic. The only thing is I don't get up that early. I work until that time. So the time that he wakes up is when I'm typically going to sleep. And I will say that is the big difference. Nesting pots, they kind of are like nesting pots because this one's gonna be so small. It'll go inside for sure. Moss, welcome back. Look at the little creatures I'm making. I feel like you'll love them. They're little pots. Yeah, I'm gonna do holes. I'm waiting for them to get like leather hard before I poke the holes so that way they don't get bent out of shape, you know? You know? I knew you would like them. When I put the nose on the one, I was like, nah, Moss is gonna like this. Not to be too full of myself or anything. I just feel like what I love about your pieces, when I put the nose on this guy, I was like, nah, this is it. It has the same like forest whimsy. You got a hat for it, you turn light mode on. The flashbang keeps you awake. Oh no. My problem is that I don't have a problem staying awake super late. It's really easy for me. I have to actually force myself to go to bed every night. It's painful. You feel like you're very predictable in your taste. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It means you have a strong style, and that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with having a recognizable style. Waffles, hello. I barely got to say hi to you last time because you were here like right before stream ended. Hello, hello. For those of you who popped in late or haven't been here for a bunch of the time, what do you think about horizontal stream? You wake up at 6 every day? Oh my goodness, yeah, that's not good. Not leaving, apologize in advance for future streams I miss and the smiles. I won't get to read through the screen. I'm sorry for those. Aw, no worries, Moon. I appreciate any time you can be here. Hi, Morgan. Hello. Hi, Bowie. You like it? Hello, Morgan. Hello. You thought it felt different. It is different. We are different today. I be getting up turbo early though. It is. It's so nice in the morning. I agree, Stacks. That is my goal right now, is to try to get my body to appreciate being awake in the morning, and it's not working at all. But I do love the morning. That was when you were about to go trick-or-treating. Yeah. Aw, I'm so glad. You love horizontal stream? Yay. No, it's not just your phone. We are actually horizontal today. We are different today. Ideally, I would love to switch full time to horizontal streaming. So eventually, when I start Twitch streaming on top of YouTube, so it would be like same stream happening at the same time. It's like a really easy transition, and I can run the same OBS at the same time. It'll be really convenient. Last time you were up for 2 days in April, had to go to the doctor. Ugh. That doesn't sound very pleasant, Lanes. Yeah, so also y'all can see more, and the quality should be really good today. Horizontal stream, the quality should be better. Yeah, fresh air, exactly. Like if I go outside, it's a lot easier, but I'm really bad at going to sleep on time. At work, I told some kids in a goofy voice that I was the water police and they should hydrate. I love that. A lot of pain. Oh, I'm sorry, Lee. I'm so sorry. That's definitely not ideal. Hopefully that it long term brings some relief. Yeah, I love being the water police. Except for y'all, you're my little baby plants, so I just have to make sure that you're hydrated. I think this is the first time I've ever made a pot on stream, which is insane considering that y'all are my little plants. This is the first time I'm ever making you a little house. How dare I? You've just been homeless the whole time. You've just been homeless. You only knew the channel was live because when it was live, it says live on the channel logo. Ah, I see. Yeah, I think if you don't have all of your notifications on, there's no way to know, unfortunately. I'm thinking of applying. You've been doing work at a gas station. Oh, that's sick. You're making pizzas. Oh, that's awesome, Waffles. You're a big dog plant though. Nope. You're a little baby plant and y'all are all naked right now and don't have a house. Walk with him. Hello. You hit 107 subs. Congratulations. Think about making some cutters and the springs so you can make ceramic magnet blanks. That's sick. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. You could always do them with right now while you're in school so you can use the 3D printer, no? No. You're preparing your dress for a wedding as a musician. What are you? Do you play cello? Violin? Cello or violin? I mean, I guess you could also play viola. Weddings with live musicians were my favorite. Chomping up the flies. Okay, here's a fun question. I'm back. If you can hear me, tell the chat to refresh. If you are here and you can hear me, please tell chat to refresh. I'm back. I fixed it. Tell chat to refresh. I'm so back. Okay. We will wait a second and then I will re-ask my question now that chat is back. I don't even know what happened. All of a sudden y'all were just like, it's broken. Like, what? I will repeat the question. Okay, so we know Venus flytraps, right? Carnivorous plants. So there's like the pitcher plant that looks like weeping bell or bell sprout, right? And then there's Venus flytraps, the one that close on flies, yeah? Where in the world do you think that you would naturally find them? Out of the whole planet, where do you think that they naturally occur? I will sandwich my hands together as an evil villain. Where do you think that they occur? In a rainforest? Okay. Rainforest. Southern USA. Very specific. Tropical rainforest. Get like 2 more answers and then I will tell y'all the truth. Baltimore. Everything weird is from there. That's actually really funny. What was the question? Where in the world are tropical, or where in the world are Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, carnivorous plants naturally found? Poison jungle, rainforest, or desert? The truth. They are from the Carolinas. North and South Carolina is the place where carnivorous plants grow in the like bog areas, in the swamp areas. North and South Carolina is where all of the carnivorous plants come from that we commonly see. Right? Isn't that crazy? You went closest for sure. Yeah, they are from the Carolinas. So now y'all have a crazy fun fact that pretty much no one will ever guess right, that you can ask people in your life when you don't have anything to say and just be like, so do you know where Venus flytraps are from? They grow in the poison jungle, actually. Yep, yep. Very wet area. Yeah, that's good mood. Yeah, most of y'all were right with thinking about water, because so more Venus flytrap slash carnivorous plant information. Most plants get their nutrients from, right, the sun and then the soil, right? They pick up a lot of their vitamins and nutrients from the soil. Rain happens, it gets all in the water gets in the soil, and then the roots suck up those nutrients in the water so that way plants can grow. Carnivorous plants don't get any nutrition at all from the soil. They don't suck up anything from their roots. They do need the water, right? They need that constant stream of water. They get all of their nutrients from bugs. That's why they eat bugs, because otherwise they wouldn't have the nutrients they needed to grow. Dun dun dun. Now y'all are smarter. You're welcome. Yep, mosquitoes, flies. Some of them will even eat like small frogs and like little mice and stuff like that, depending on the size of the plant. But the more you know. You feel so smart now, and I feel like I've done a good job today streaming. Frog legs. Isn't that so fun, chat? When I learned not the how they work fact, but where they're from fact, my mind hurt a little bit. My brain was like, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? They'd be beefing with the frogs too, right? They both, so both of them are like insect control, right? We need frogs, we need carnivorous plants and stuff like that to maintain bug populations. You really want a pitcher plant? They're so fun to keep. Unfortunately, I lost my big one in the last freeze. Otherwise, I would have an example to show y'all. And I have not replaced it yet, but I did have a very happy, healthy pitcher plant for a long time. Again, I've had a lot of plants, but yeah, the pitcher plant was really, really fun to care for. And I liked feeding it bugs. Because I would buy my frog bugs, and then I would occasionally give it a treat, a nice little mealworm to eat on its own. Should you bring your pitcher inside? No, they would be happier outside as long. So what they really need is like humidity, bright light, and water, and then they'll be happy. But when it gets really cold, yeah, you have to bring it in. Otherwise, it will be cooked. I think 50 degrees is when they are not happy outside anymore. But then you need to be able to provide it light when it's inside. So it's a little bit of a interesting predicament having plants like that. They need really high humidity and bright, bright light. If you were a plant, which one would you be? The one plant with look like two little people holding hands. I think I'd be like a lily of the valley, not because for basic girly stuff, but just because they're so poisonous. And I think it's funny. They're so beautiful and tiny and cute, but wholly poisonous, you know? I think not because I think I'm poisonous, but more of like a more than meets the eye type vibe, you know? You know what I mean? Why you need all those conditions. Plants are very specific, for sure. Corpse flower, you only bloom once every, what is it, 100 years or whatever? Dandelions are cool. Ooh, yeah, I agree. Black-eyed Susan's also very solid choice. A poisonous mushroom. You have to be something poisonous. That's your job. It wouldn't be right otherwise. Stacks, have I asked you if you've seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared? I feel like I have. I'm like llamas with hats. I just started thinking about it for some reason. Is there a flower that has the word stack in it? I don't know. You'll have to look it up. What's my favorite thing to sculpt? Any of the little characters I make, all of the residents. We're talking about what flowers you would be, Zebu. Oh yeah, sundew. It's probably about time to bring it in. Yeah, you did, and it traumatized you. Okay, I was just checking. You like the red guy? I love the red guy. I've drawn the red guy. I should find it one day and show y'all. I used to do really cool 2D art. Lavender. Black-eyed Susan. Yeah, I love Black-eyed Susan. I'm pure friendly. Ah, that's really cute, Moon. I love that. Love to be a Venus flytrap because you hate flies. But if you hate flies, then you'd be purposely attracting them if you were a Venus flytrap, so that we could eat them. So do you actually hate flies, or do you want to see what a fly tastes like? I'm getting conflicting ideas here. What's the rarest plant I have is Anthurium warquinum. Is the rarest plant I personally have. I think they're still considered rare. I feel like a lot of the plants that I had, like back when everybody had a lot of plants, a lot of them aren't rare anymore. But I think that one's still pretty rare, if I remember. Why does a fly taste like that? A kind of fungus. I think another one that I like are the sundew, carnivorous plant that's called sundew, I think. I'll have to bring it out here next stream. It's not in here, it's in my house. You got Lego plants? Cute. It's just it is a baby right now. Oh, I love spider plants. They're so fluffy. Yeah, sundew. Oh yeah, sundew. Look it up. Like a carnivorous sundew plant. They're really cute. They're sticky and they smell sweet. Llamas with hats. Rarest plant, bromeliad, or the aloe you've got. Very rare. I also have a philodendron bilete that I like. I have like a Hoya Matilda in here, a Hoya Eskimo in here. I have, I don't know, I got a bunch of plants in here. I have some Anthurium forgetii in here. Philodendron, I don't remember what that one's called. I have a lot of plants. Even now, I still have a bunch. They're much smaller now. I purposely keep them tiny. Anything short of being put in a blender, yeah. Salad fingers? Nah, salad fingers was way too scary for no reason. I think you're valid for that one. Like, anytime I was so on the internet, and nope, wrong. Spider plants could have survived the blender. I think that's, no, too scary. Salad fingers is too scary. I'm not made for that. I'm made for don't hug me, I'm scared level scary, not salad fingers level scary. That was like around the era, I think, when like Felix was playing, PewDiePie was playing, what's it called? Corpse Party. That scared me so bad. Rubber tree plants. I love rubber tree plants. I have like a planter full of like a few different plants that we got from my grandpa's funeral, and so I keep that one alive very aggressively for him. It's like a cute little reminder, you know? I hope your rubber trees grow and prosper into beautiful little plants, or big plants, whatever. Right? Corpse Party went crazy. Yeah, I watched PewDiePie play. I probably watched somebody else play as well. Yeah, it felt revolutionary for sure. I still have little Corpse Party like figures. You didn't have internet access until recently, but you're still quirky. I love that. I genuinely look back and don't know how. I don't think I had unrestricted access by any means. Like, how did I end up so internet coded, you know? How did this happen? Oh, they might have mealy bugs. Ooh. Mealy bugs are fun. They're an easy one to get rid of, luckily. Yeah, I've seen that, Lane. There's so many orcas that are abandoned, unfortunately. It was fate. I need something flat. I need something flat. Maybe my Cane's cup. It's wet on the bottom, but it'll do. Is this flat? That's probably fine. That's probably fine. You know, an interesting thing about streaming horizontally is not one person has come in here to say 6'7". Ah, the Venus flytrap, perfect. You liked FNAF before it was cool? Yeah, I used to, I've talked about this before on stream, but I used to invite boys over and make them come play FNAF. I'd be like, you want to come play video games at my house? And they'd be like, I guess. And then I would make them play FNAF and watch them scream. There's some key lore. Hacha. Nobody responded to your question. Did you have a new question? I got up to get clay. Question for chat and anyone. What is y'all's weirdest, as in silly thing, collection, hobby, etc.? My weirdest thing. I feel like I'm pretty boring now that like anime's mainstream. I watch Twitch streams, not I watch Twitch I watch Twitch streams, not clips. I also watch clips, unfortunately. I am very much, I think that's my weirdest thing. Ooh, only snares, no other sounds. That's sick. Yeah, I think probably that I watch Twitch streams is my weirdest thing. I know a lot of people think that's insane. Attachment to roleplay and typing. I don't think anything I do is considered weird anymore. Cause like anime would be the weird thing, but that's not weird anymore. I have like Magic the Gathering cards that I just bought, but I don't like play Magic the Gathering. I got them for the art. I feel like that's so normie coded. Yeah, just Twitch streams. Alien collection, that's sick. And Dino collection. I love that, Moon. That's so cool. Until you put your first W in Kai's chat. To be fair, I don't chat. Maybe that makes it worse, honestly. You're the weirdest thing about you. Valid. You, but with Pokemon cards. Yeah, I just like the art. I only watch YouTube videos, don't watch any other streaming platforms. I alternately will watch any streaming platform. I feel like I have a weird circumstance though, right? Because I work at home in my studio all day for like 12 to 14 hours a day. And so I just put on a stream and then I don't have to pick what I'm going to watch for however many hours that person is streaming, which is perfect for me. As long as I find a streamer that I like don't mind listening to 24/7, I'm good. And I feel like that's sick. I've also been on the internet for a long time, so I've consumed a lot of different content, and I'm very well aware that once the general public gets over the fact that they think it's so weird that people stream their lives in different capacities, it will become more or less the mainstream media. People who think that watching a stream is different in any way than just like watching a show on Netflix are insane. You can either watch somebody RP their life on TV or you can watch somebody's life. I don't know. Ludwig, yeah, there was some Ludwig drama. It wasn't real though. Ludwig is an interesting person, and I will not talk about it a ton because there's no real point. But essentially, he thinks that all of the other streamers are his coworkers and not actually their friends. And there's definitely a lot of streamers that consider Ludwig a close friend, and he doesn't consider any of them real friends. And he said that out loud on stream. And so he's getting a bit of a reality check with that one for sure. Your grandma, you don't understand Twitch. That's okay. No one has to understand it. Yeah, it is a very there's a lot more to it, but that is the most medium part of that's the most medium take I can give you on it. Uh, it is very weird. You grew up as a you I grew up as an intern was coming out, but I didn't get into computers at all. Oh, when the internet was coming out. I was like, the intern? Oh, that the Ludwig series? The what? Um I alternately love the internet. Yeah, that's part of what got led into it was that drama, which is interesting. He played his cards wrong. That's all I got to say. I think he has really lost the plot. I don't think he's a bad person because he's saying it how it is. He's just genuinely saying that he like uses everyone and everything for content and doesn't think that he thinks everybody is his coworker. It's very crazy. There are definitely a lot of Twitch streamers who consider him a friend, but it'll be fine. Quartz and crystals. I used to collect crystals for like not a lot of them. More from like a rocks are cool than like a crystals have powers standpoint. My parents always had like a giant amethyst, so release the list beat. No. Rookie mistake of what? Thinking that your coworker or your coworkers are your friends. Well, that's the thing is that they don't have a real job, so it's not like they're actually forced to be coworkers. You have to go out of your way to like talk to other people in the business. That would be like me going out to like other ceramists and then them thinking that we are friends, but me being like, whoa, hey, I'm just here for the content. Like, it's really weird because you have to go out of your way to like engage with other people in your industry. Yeah, rocks are cool. I love rock and gym shows and stuff like that. Yeah, it is a weird thing. Like normal, like assuming that your coworkers are your friends in a normal job, like, you know, at McDonald's, insane. Assuming that people you go out of your way to do videos with are your friends, not insane. Hi to your daughter, Haley. Hi, Haley. Hello, hello. Yup, yup. Yeah, there are some people that are insanely out of touch. You gotta let you not have a water break for 2 months. Deal. You made a terrarium from your backyard moss. You have a pet spider. I love that. Snake. That's so fun. I just called you Snake instead of call me Snake. Holy moly. Both love and hate the internet, mostly for the dumb arguments and narcissism. Yeah. Yes, absolutely, Moon. I totally agree. There's some bad parts, but there's bad parts of every aspect of human life, you know? There's always going to be bad bits, unfortunately. But we can do our best to not be the bad bits and be the good bits, the good plants. We're not plant pest. We are the plants. Rampage Jackson. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. His chat's so out of pocket. You're like, if you're looking for a good stream, because you already know that I don't know what to do because FaZe isn't streaming. I'm just kidding. I'm enjoying my break. I haven't looked at a screen in days, besides for my work, obviously. But I haven't watched a stream in days. That's cool. That's cool. Why must diamond paintings take so long? You're missing a color. Uh-oh. I haven't ever done a diamond painting. They seem fun, though. Oops, this isn't the right thing. By the way, I think I said it, but chat, I'm gonna finish this guy and then I will be done for the day. For those of you who are still hanging out with me right now, I was on podcasts for a while, and then I don't know, I think the podcast that I started watching became too like bro code, and I was like a little about it. And then I just got off of all of the podcasts. They weren't saying anything crazy, by the way. They were just talking about, you know, human things, and it was just like a lot all the time. It's like, okay, I get it. Fun, tedious, but fun. Yeah, they seem fun. Another one of those things, like a similar but different kind of that thing, is those little like the pillows. They're kind of like, they look like rugs, but you pull the little yarn through to make a picture. I did one of those when I was a little bitty girl, and I haven't done one since, and it seems so fun. It took forever to spell tedious. Whenever my lazy little attribute is, if I can't figure out how to spell a word for like 2 seconds, I just say it into the mic. Consuming silent movies. Ooh, honestly, that's so perfect for like an activity while you're producing. Another thing that I love watching when I'm like, I need to focus on sound or have like music playing and I want to watch something, but I don't want to listen to something as well, like listen to the same thing I'm watching. I like watching like underwater, like deep sea footage, or like ocean footage of like all the weird creatures that are down there. It's so dumb, but I find it quite peaceful when I'm working, because every time I look up, there's just like a new thing swimming across my screen, you know? You know. And I'm a big fan of random sea creatures. It'll freak you out. I think that's valid. It's a little interesting down there. To be polite about all of the things down there. I'm hungry. I think eating a snack made me more hungry. Is that possible? Is that possible? Look, y'all, we're almost done with the feats. Now the problem is I'm gonna have to do another one of these for TikTok. And my hands hurt. Oh yeah, Subnautica. Yeah. That's valid. Feel hungry after eating an apple. I feel like that's valid. Alrijes, I know, I will, Zebu, don't worry. Oh no, you're good, Zoe. No, you should. Oh, that's so cute. I hope you have so much fun. Yeah, I only took a few bites. I did. We got clothes. I know, I made 3 clothes for y'all today. 3 clothes. But then I have to go film for tomorrow's short and TikTok video. So I have to rest my hands for a little bit and then make that video and then figure out how to say instructions. I tried so hard to do it for this piece and then I just didn't. And then I just didn't do that. Instead, I just kind of made stuff. Coco. Yeah, Coco's a movie about Day of the Dead. But it didn't invent Day of the Dead. It is its own holiday. Dia de los Muertos. A shark's purpose is devouring you. I think they'd rather eat fish. But if you're there and they're hungry, then you might be a good snack. Okay. That's good-ish enough for me to add eyeballs. Oh, he stands up so good. Perfect. He's perfect. Okay, let's give him eyes. And then a nose. The final face, y'all. Ooh, I think I have a new episode of Gachiakata today to watch. I'm so excited. If y'all want a cool anime to watch, Gachiakata is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Little guy's full government name is Little Guy Midori. That's so cute. I like that, Zebu. Do I know how to spell that? It's Gatchikuta. First episode segment. Oh, it's a Halloween. Oh, and they mentioned Day of the Dead. Yeah. Watch. What is the cat's name that keeps talking to us? Catnip. Catnip. But Katnip. She's fancy. It's so good, man. And Jabber's so cool, and like the representation of different people in that show is so good. And it's a female mangaka, which is sick. A little drawing. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I should do that. With his, like a little license, like the SpongeBob license. Picture. Bye, Clover. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time in chat today. It was great to have you here. You're a guinea pig? Oh no, Waffles. I'm sorry to hear that. That's so sad. His height, date of birth, eye color, etc. Yeah, that would be really cute. Oh, I'm sorry, Waffles. Now how do I end stream? McLovin license? Yeah. He definitely has a fake ID. I mean, he's not even human, but he lives on Earth, you know? Okay, now it's time for a nose. A sad nose for a sad Waffles. You hear your stepmom upstairs. You miss Emma. Oh. The final nose of stream. My tummy hurts. I'm hungry. Right? I think it's good. I think it's good. Everyone, I need your final opinions. Do we love horizontal? Are we a big fan? If you hated horizontal at the beginning, do you like it more now? Do we enjoy the quality upgrade? You drew a template. Let's go. Oh, you're drawing one. Do it. We do. It's good. Okay, 2 positive so far. 2 positive opinions. Honestly, on the internet, what more could you ask for? Smaller on your phone screen. Yeah, horizontal staying. You're learning to enjoy it. Horizontal's nice. I feel like the chat experience should be a little nicer. You like it? Big fan of horizontal. A rocky start. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that you can see like the clay and then you can see me like throw the tools off to this, like you can see everything that's going on here, like the disaster that I'm making on this side. There's plenty of room to like look at the guys that I'm making, but also like this can be off to the side. It doesn't have to be like right here. You can see every message. Yeah, that's good. You don't like that the heart sits over the chat? Huh? Like if I want to keep chat visible, the video is smaller no matter which way you hold your phone. I don't know if it's just on iPhone, but Bunnies was showing me the UI for him and it was like the chat or the stream was at the top and then the chat was underneath it. And you can, if you're on mobile, I think you can also zoom into the stream. So if you just wanted to zoom into like what I'm working on and have less out here, theoretically that would give you a little more, like you can zoom in. I know that I can do it on my iPad. I don't know if it's a option on the phone, but if you're on an iPad, I know you can zoom in on the stream, which is cool if you're horizontal. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Morgan. Yeah, I love feedback on different devices as well because I only have an iPhone to check. It's because I'm horizontal, Megan. It's sorry, I just called you Megan now. Goodness, call me Snake. Goodness. It's because I'm horizontal. It allows for much higher upload. Even though it's the exact same phone, I didn't change anything. It's not taking any more internet, nothing. Exact same phone. You're spamming hearts. I appreciate you. It tells YouTube that I'm doing a good job, and then they'll be like, hey, other people, this stream's cool. And then we can grow our little community, and that's fun. Then y'all can have more friends to talk to in chat. Also, I want to say a big thank you. I know that there's like half the people that we're normally used to having in stream today. So I really appreciate everybody who's been hanging out and chatting with me, even though it's a little bit quieter than what y'all are probably used to. I really, really appreciate it. And also thank you for dealing with the change. I know change can be really hard for some people. So if you are one of those people, I really appreciate it. You can pretend you're the ultimate OG. I cannot wait. I must be in jail calling you by your government. I feel so bad because I know it's you, but my brain just reads the username, and then I like instantly I can feel it coming out of my mouth, and I'm just like, nope, nope, nope. Call me Snake, not Meg. Call me Snake. You're gonna have to change your @ I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to change it. Aw, thank you, Lanes. I appreciate you. It was so good to have you back today in stream. You're gonna make a passport, Tim? Aw, Sundu, that's a great idea. Hello, Neon. Hi, hi. Hello. It's so different. Yeah, I don't know. I think I speak more calmly when I do my voiceovers, you know? Here I'm like all excited and having fun. But hello, welcome to stream. Oh, I'm so glad, Poison. Yeah, they have 3 legs. They're just 3-legged creatures. 3-legged creatures. And they're gonna be so pretty once they're cooked. I'm so excited. Because they'll be bright orange, obviously. I wonder if I'll still give them red noses or just have terracotta noses. You learned a lot. I'm so glad. Oh, sorry, sir. I almost hurt him, but I didn't because he's leather hard. Ha 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 ha. Did I miss a chat? The voiceovers on the shorts are crazy though. The raw audio is loud. Yeah. Ah! You almost blew your speakers out? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the raw audio is crazy. I'm not surprised. I also record my voiceovers at like 1 or 2 in the morning so that way it's completely silent everywhere. Yeah. Have I ever named a piece other than little guy? No, but I've let chat name some pieces. Like obviously the Mothman got named Moth-You. I'm really bad at naming stuff. I've named stuff also for gallery. My last piece is actually named after 3 of the characters from Gachiakuta. So the white clay you use for most of your pieces, can it still absorb water like terracotta pots? Yes, if it was just bisquiln, yes, yes, yes. Eventually also the clay would take on the color of the soil, the nutrients from the soil, which is kind of fun. I am, Stacks, I promise. It is just my iPhone. It's like the silent house at 1 in the morning and my iPhone. So if you look at like my older videos, those are recorded with the iPhone 13 mini at nighttime, and then the new ones are all with my iPhone 16. But it's just straight up, like no windsock, nothing. It's just straight up iPhone audio. Diplo literally, so Diplo went to the Phase House to DJ with Case on, and he sampled Ron's voice and then made a song with it on the car ride home. And he just used his iPhone to record Ron's voice. You got your tablet drawing now? Yay! Did we name the snake piece? We may have named the snake piece Herbert, I think, or something like that. But I don't name pieces. I don't know. I feel like they're just little guys. That's why little guy's name's little guy. Yeah, there's a quality increase for sure. Yeah. Hebe? Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Something like that for sure. I think it says on my Instagram post about it. Okay, so let's look at what we've done today. Obviously, I still have to finish this one, but I am going to take a break and like rest my hand. The reason that I use the mold now is because this is actually quite labor intensive on your hands. Even though it may not look like it, I promise I have gotten so, it is not as easy as it looks. This is the one thing that I will say that about. I've done these so many times that I can do it without thinking about it and very quickly, because I know just about how many pushes it takes to get each of the little walls perfect. And that may sound insane, but I promise it's true. So my hands kind of hurt right now, and I need to go heat them for a little bit before I record my TikTok video and tomorrow's YouTube short. But let's look at the little guys we made today, y'all. Okay, here's the newest one, and I'm of course going to also give them the little eye glares. I used to carve them in, but I've been enjoying painting them on instead of filling them in, because sometimes they get flooded. So they will get eye glares just, yeah, after the kiln. So here's the newest baby, and I'm also gonna drainage hole. And then we have the tall guy. This guy's the funniest guy. Glimberts. That's really funny. They're just all Glimbert, every single one of them. Here's the tall guy. He kind of looks like a wine glass or something, like a martini glass. His name's Martin. And then we have the very first one that I made today. This guy, who looks like a mokahete. A mokahete. So this one's like a little taller. I was wondering how different they were. Oh, hey, Glimbert. Morning, Glimbert. Lined up against a blue wall with the Weezer song. When they're done, though, right? Or now? That's the question. Okay, but thank you all for hanging out. I hope you had fun. Again, thank you so much for hanging out, specifically during this stream. I know it was different. I also thank you for hoping that my brother has a safe and successful move. Hopefully that goes really well. Yeah, that's what mocajetes are, or like salsa or grinding spices and stuff like that. I am going to go look up if I can use any ceramic clays for that, or if I need to use like liquid quartz to make those, because I'd love to make one. And it's your dad's birthday tomorrow. I'll tell him happy birthday. I will see those of you on Discord, and those of you who aren't on Discord in the shorts tomorrow. And yeah, bye guys. Oh, and if you could interact on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, that would be super important because otherwise I'm gonna get kicked out of the program. Okay, bye.